Guys, today I have an exclusive first look for you of one of the biggest features coming to the iPhone 14 later this year, and it is from Apple themselves in the latest iOS 16 beta. They accidentally left something in there, and now we get to talk about this, which is super cool. As always, we have a lot of other news to cover as well, but let's start off with this feature for the iPhone 14. It's the always-on display, right? This isn't a new rumor itself. It's something that we've been hearing from sources for a number of months now. So to say we've been waiting for an always-on display on the iPhone for a while is an understatement. We have never not been waiting, essentially, as Android has had this forever. But you know, how do they do it on Android? Like, we should take a look at that. They usually do it like this. Generally, in an effort to save battery life, it's just a black screen with the time, the date, and then maybe a widget or two. I mean, I've seen this everywhere on most Android phones. There's a couple other exceptions, but generally that's how it's done. So on the iPhone, I thought Apple was just going to do the same thing. But then I was like, wait, this is Apple. There's no way they're just gonna do that, especially when Apple waits a long time to do something. They generally don't just one-to-one copy someone else. They do it in their own way. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. See, the boys over at 9to5Mac did some digging in the latest iOS 16 Beta 4 and found that Apple included for a number of the stock wallpapers this new state called sleep. And sleep, as you can see, fades out the display. But I'm sitting here like, okay, seeing a screen recording is one thing. How is this actually gonna look on the phone? So I mocked it up on my own iPhone 13 Pro here, and you can see just how cool this is going to be. The new always-on display is going to work really similar to how it does on the Apple Watch. When you lift your phone up, you get the full screen, normal 60 to 120 hertz refresh rate, but then when you put it down, it goes into this new sleep state that brings the refresh all the way down to 1 hertz per second. And that's really cool because it's taken advantage of some new variable refresh rate technology that's coming on the iPhone 14 Pro. I should have mentioned this is only for the 14 Pro. The always-on display is not going to be for the standard 14s. I know. I guess, like, again, it makes sense that Apple's trying to make them separate. So add this now to the growing list of iPhone 14 Pro only features. Remember, it's not just this always-on display that's going to be exclusive. It's a literal new processor. The A16 chip is only coming on the Pros. The all-new 48 megapixel wide camera system is only for the Pros. And of course, the new eye notch cutout on the front is again only for the Pros. So looking at this package, it is becoming increasingly more compelling by the rumor that the iPhone 14 Pro could be the best value for the first time this year. Where in the past you were still getting the big upgrades even on the cheapest new iPhone, well, that's just not going to be the case this year. And I'm curious if more people will end up buying the Pro over the standard version this year. That would be crazy. But still, I think it looks great, right? Like, this always on display, I think it looks stunning. Man, this is everything I've wanted. Am I a sheep for just accepting that we're only getting this now in 2022? Well, listen, you're doing a lot of that thinking thing again. Why don't we tone that down and just enjoy things before they are ruined by ads, which is the next story here. So you know how the App Store is really pretty and it has a nice design, and when you scroll through it looks like this, and you've got all of the top stories of the day on the homepage in the Today tab. Well, things are about to change just a little bit because Apple announced just a couple of days ago that there are now going to be ads in more places in the App Store.
And I don't want to get too deep here, but isn't the App Store just a giant ad already? Isn't everything just a picture that links to an app that they want you to download? Like, do we really need more ads?
Regardless of what I think, Apple says yes because it's a way for developers to promote their content in a more mainstream way. Because ads themselves on the App Store aren't new. Like, they've been in the search tab for, I think, a year or two now. It's just that now they're expanding to the home screen and also the recommendations section, as you guys can see in this image, which Apple provided. This is your first look at the design updates, and it's fine, I guess. I mean, it's more ads. There's really no avoiding it. Okay, just welcome to the future. It's ads everywhere. There's ads on my YouTube channel. That is how I make all of my money. Full transparency, that the sponsors and ads, that's how I get to do this. So thank you for those of, I don't know, it's just like the App Store. Come on, that was all we had left. Speaking of money, you ready to spend some more of it? Because there's some new Apple products just around the corner. 3 new colors of the Beats Fit Pro headphones have leaked. These are the ones that came out a few months ago that have the wraparound sort of wing that go in your ear. I've never seen them, but apparently people are buying them. The new colors are called Mica, Ochre, and Umbra, or if I completely mispronounce those, just think of them as a bone color and then tan and a brown. And if you look at these, it sort of seems like they match up to skin tones. Like obviously, I'm definitely a Mika boy. Let's get the side by side here. Yeah, super big Mika vibes. We don't have any details on pricing or when these are coming, but as I record this, the Apple Store is down, so maybe Apple's gonna drop these by the time you're watching this, or basically just no new Beats Fit Pro colors are coming because that's what it is. Finally, wrapping up this video, the Apple Store went down randomly about 24 hours ago, and it was down for a number of hours. It wasn't just like a 15-minute refresh. It was to the point where a lot of us were curious, is Apple actually about to release something new, potentially those new Beats colors? Well, as it turns out, it came back up in the middle of the night, and we found out that the Apple TV promotion is back. Now, you guys know this promotion. It's a big deal. It's a $50 gift card when you buy an Apple TV 4K between now and August 15th. But if you're looking at this and you're thinking, wait, I've seen that before, you have. That's because Apple ran this exact same promo at the beginning of July. It just seems like they're really struggling to move these. It's because there's a new model coming, so just be aware. There is a new Apple TV set to come out later this year. But if you want a pretty good deal on the Apple TV 4K, don't even go to Apple, just go to Amazon where it's $60 off. Yeah, I'll leave a link down below if you guys are interested, but I don't know, man. Still $120 for an Apple TV. That's asking a lot. All right, guys, that's all the Apple news you need to know about. So excited for the iPhone 14, 2 months away. Whew, my life is about to get so busy. I just basically, lately, I just kind of like sit back and, I don't know, stare at the wall. And it's been great, but there's gonna be no wall staring as we inch closer to September, now that it is already August. And yeah, hey, I don't know why I'm just monologuing. I'll see you guys later.